Hey everybody, it's Ron Alcock again. Thank you very much for joining me today on this Facebook Live video. Now today, as you could probably tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to ask you, what's the same? I know it's a really strange question to ask, but really, what's the same with your business? I know it's a really strange question. I mean, you got to get past that. You got to start asking yourself, what's the same with your business? Now, the reason why that might be a little uncomfortable for you to ask that question is because nobody wants to know what's the same with your business. They want to know the all-important question, what's new, right? So you meet somebody you haven't seen in a really long time. They're not going to ask you, hey, Ron, what's the same with your business, or what's still happening with you? No, they're going to say, what's new? Because everybody wants to know what's new. Now, I'll tell you the reason why I came up with this idea for today's call is last night, I'll tell you, I was on a very rare visit to the grocery store. Yes, that's right, to the grocery store. And as I was going down the aisles, I was noticing probably a common theme in every aisle. New, improved, new packaging, new colors, everything was new and improved. And it got me thinking, well, why? Why is everything new and improved? Well, the reality is because nobody wants to know what's the same. The same doesn't excite anybody. It's the newness of it that makes it special. Now, that new and improved product, maybe that product that's on the shelf that now has 1/3 less calories in it, well, chances are the new and improved isn't a different formulation. It's like 1/3 the size, or 1/3 smaller than it was before. I mean, if you look at those labels, that's really all they're saying. But why are they constantly doing that? Well, it's because that's what drives business. That's what drives people's attention. They want to see what's different. They have to take notice of something, because if it's the same, it becomes very boring, and after a while, nobody even realizes that it's there. I mean, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you were driving down the road and all of a sudden a building or a business caught your eye? Maybe it's a new business moving into an old building, and it all of a sudden caught your eye, and you didn't even realize the business was there or the building was there. It never caught your eye before. Well, why is it doing it now? Because it's new. It's different. There's something new going on there that all of a sudden your eye just gets drawn to that, and now you know it's there. You know, with your auto repair shop, has it ever happened to you where somebody says, I didn't even know you guys were here? Now, you might have been there for 30 years, and they maybe have been in the area for 30 years, driving by your shop again and again and again, and they just never noticed it. Well, it's because there's something new that, in this case, hopefully it was advertising that you sent to them that got them to find your shop. But on a drive-by basis, unless you do something new with your shop, it's going to be invisible to everybody that's driving by. So just like the packaging that I told you about in the grocery store that was new and improved, what kind of packaging have you been working on that's going to make your shop new and improved? Okay, so we're going to go through a few different areas here to kind of help your shop get noticed again for the first time, or noticed for the first time again, however that goes. So let's look at the packaging. Just like anything, if you're driving down the road and all of a sudden there's one of those air dancers that's, you know, those little fans that, you know, blowing, you know, arms are waving all over the place, or there's a big inflatable gorilla or a Santa Claus in front of the business, you're driving by, and all of a sudden you're going to see that. You're going to notice it. Why? Because it's different. Well, with your shop, what's different in the eyes of the people that are driving by your shop every single day? So it could be something as simple as getting those little air dancers that are going to be dancing all over the place to catch the eye, or the inflatable gorilla. Maybe it's a fresh coat of paint. I mean, look at your shop. Is it the same color it's been for years and years and years? Has it been fading and fading and fading away? Well, maybe it's time to spruce up that paint. Make the shop look different. Catch people's eye. You know, what about that sign that you have in front? Is it the same old faded, non-lit sign? Why not get a new sign in front? Maybe make the colors more vibrant. Maybe light the sign. What about the landscaping that's in front of your shop? Is it the same old bland thing? Well, maybe it's time to maybe put some flower boxes out front and plant some flowers or plant some trees or something that's going to look a lot different than it did before. And then when you do attract a prospect or a current client to your shop, when they walk in the shop, is it the same? Has the shop been arranged? Your customer area and your desk, is it always been where it's been? Well, maybe it's time to just rearrange the furniture. Sometimes that's all it takes to make it seem like something new has happened, is just rearrange the furniture. So before you think that I'm telling you got to go out and spend a lot of money, I'm just telling you all you got to do is change, do something different. People want to see what's new. And I'll tell you, and a big reason for this, when they see something new happen, all of a sudden they realize that you're progressive, that you're changing, that there are big things on the horizon, that you've taken an interest in your business once again. If everything stays the same, it becomes very stale, and people think that you're just not, that you don't care about your business. So when you walk in your shop, maybe change the chairs around a little bit, or get new chairs, get a new couch, clean it up a little bit more. If you still have the old style TV, the cube, the box, and that's sitting in the corner, it's time to get in the 20th century or 21st century right now. Just get one of those widescreen TVs. TVs look beautiful now, and you can get them for a few $100. Change that TV, make it look better. Now, what about the bathrooms? When's the last time you updated a bathroom or cleaned it or gave it a good coat of paint? See, things like that, that's what people want to know. It's what's new. When there's something new, there's something happening here. When there's nothing new happening, it's the same old, stale, boring business. You can add a lot more excitement to your business. And yeah, I know you may be thinking, well, it's just an auto repair shop. Well, it's a business. I love helping you get more customers and retain your customers, and this is a big way to do that. If you're boring, nobody wants to do business with you. I don't care what it is. Even if the service you're providing is boring in your eyes, it's not boring to somebody new, okay? So what are your current clients seeing from you? So you've been basically ignoring your clients for a really long time. Unless you're contacting them at least 4 times per month, I say you've been ignoring your clients. So how do you change that up? What do you do differently to give that newness to your clients? Well, if you're not sending out a client newsletter every single month, start sending out a client newsletter. So let them know that you care. And it doesn't have to be all about auto repair. It could be about anything. But just let them know you care by having that show up in their mailbox every single month. How about grabbing their text number, and now you're sending them text messages periodically. We just covered that, by the way, in the Car Count 2.0 series that I'm in. Actually, tomorrow is week number 2 of the 5-week series on there. We covered in depth last week about using text message marketing. So you definitely want to send out text messages because it's new. It's not new technology. A lot of people know what a text message marketing is, but when you start using it and it's the first time you're using it, it's something that's new to them. If you're not sending out emails to them, again, that's something new. It's not that same stale business that you've had for a really, really long time. Also, when they walk in the shop, what do you dress like? Maybe it's time to change even the color of your uniforms. If everybody's got a uniform on, change the color of the uniform. It's new, it's different, it's changed. That's what people are looking for. They want to know not what's the same, they want to know what's new. And how about all those services that you offer? You may have a whole giant list of everything that you offer as far as your services for your shop, but if a prospect or your current customer doesn't know that you do it, and you tell them you do it, well, guess what? That's new to them. It may not be new to you, but it's new news to them. So let's say you've maybe done remote starters for cars when it gets cold and you're in a cold climate, and maybe you've offered that all the time, but you really haven't advertised it a whole lot. Well, by advertising it, now it's new. It may not be new to you, but it's new to your customers that don't know that you do something like that. Anytime you add a new service, let everybody know about it, and let everybody know about all the services they may not know. Again, to them, it's new. You don't have to say, we've done this for 30 years. How come you didn't know? Present it as a new service, something that's brand new. You get a new piece of equipment that you spend probably entirely too much money on. That's a new piece of equipment that can do certain things, and now you advertise it, and now we can offer this. Okay, whatever this is. Okay, again, keep it new. That's the real cool thing. Okay, so that's enough for today. I'll be with you in a couple days with the next Facebook Live. But before you go, if you haven't yet already joined the group of people that are going through my brand new, never before released, being released as it happens every single week, our Car Count 2.0 program. Let me say that again without tripping over the word. Car Count 2.0. Now, it's a 5-week live training program that I'm offering for free. Absolutely free for any auto repair shop owner that's out there that wants to be part of this training. Last week we talked about text message marketing and how to do it, why to do it, how to collect numbers, how to get permission to text to people, and how often to send it. We went into great detail on that particular subject. Now, on tomorrow's live call, these happen every Wednesday. Now we have 4 weeks left. Every Wednesday at noon Eastern Time, it's a live training. So if you can make it live, absolutely you want to be on this training. Tomorrow we're going to talk about all those really important reviews. How do you get reviews? How do you get people to review you? How do you tell them to review you? Get more of those reviews, because believe it or not, most people will now check the reviews and read reviews of what other people have to say about doing business with you before they make the decision to do business with you. So how do you get more of those? So I'm going to spend the entire training on getting more kick butt reviews. Okay, now it's happening live tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern. It's not here on Facebook. You need to go down, if you're not already registered, go down below this video and write a comment in there to let me know that you'd be interested in signing up for it, and I will send you a link to sign up for it. Again, we've got 4 weeks left, and tomorrow we're handling those reviews. But that's the only way you're going to see those, is if you get signed up for it, because they happen live. You're going to have to set aside about an hour tomorrow at noon Eastern to be with us on this call. But that's how you're going to learn. You're going to get a lot of really new stuff. You know, I started off this call, this Facebook Live, with asking you the question, what's the same? Well, this is not the same old, same old. This is how you use the newer technology, the new stuff that's out there to market your business so that you're a lot more progressive and you get a lot more car counts into your shop. And that's why I'm doing it, and that's why I'm doing it 100% free of charge. There's no cost, no obligation, no nothing. Just be with me live and get a lot of great information. And I'm there live to answer questions along the way in that training too. So it's a really cool program. A lot of people loved it. We do it again tomorrow at noon Eastern. You got to be there, okay? Or else you're going to miss out that training. So as always, please go down below this video and click the like button. Let me know that you like what you're seeing, okay? Show me a little love here, because this is the reason why I'm doing this, is I want to be able to give you a lot of information, but I also want to make sure that you're enjoying what you're getting and it's being beneficial to you. Also, if you know of other auto repair shops or other small business owners that could benefit from this information, then by all means, please share this video with everybody that are your Facebook friends as well. And of course, comment below. Let me know what you'd like me to cover, things you'd like me to talk about. If you got questions, comments, whatever, put those down below, and also comment below if you want to be included in part of that training of the Car Count 2.0. So that'll do it for today. Thank you everybody for watching this. Some of you are watching this live, some of you are watching the recording of this, but thank you very much for watching. And again, go down, let me know what you think below this video. Take care everybody. Have a great day.